Avery has been living in Venezuela for 6 months. His cultural expertise has developed, and he is beginning to interact in appropriate ways with less cognitive effort. In other words, Avery has begun to use more social cognition.
Strong choice. Type 1 is the right answer.
The phrase cultural diversity can also refer to having culture each other's differences.
You're right.
Different respect is the correct answer. All cultures undergo where cultural traits do not remain exactly the same over periods of time.
Right choice.
Think cultural change is the best answer.
One key result of is that global managers face an external environment far more complex, more dynamic, more uncertain, and more competitive than ever before.
Sharp thinking. Globalization is the right choice. Learning through implies that children can learn about their own culture, and that it is possible to learn about the cultural patterns of another society.
Right again. Stories is a valid answer.
Results from the pursuit of personal and national wealth, which leads to the depletion of energy resources and damage to the natural environment. You got it? Your choice dilemma of the commons is right. Of a cultural group are based on simplifying the plethora of information about individuals and societies that is provided by our environment. Correct response. Stereotypic expectations is the most accurate answer. Enables formally government-controlled enterprises to be available for purchase by foreign firms, thus reducing boundaries.
Smart move. Privatization is an accurate answer.
Organizations around the globe are increasingly looking toward the formation of teams of workers as a solution to problems.
Clear logic. Your choice productivity is sound and 100% true. All of the following are changes that affect the stability of the work environment within organizations except. Excellent choice. Economic interconnections is the right answer. Which of the following is not one of the outcomes of job migration and the growing need for knowledge workers? Bravo! Decreased cultural diversity in multinational organizations is the answer. A message is one in which very little is in the coded, explicit, and transmitted part of the message. Nicely done. High context is a solid answer. Management involves the interaction of culturally different people in the context of organizations. Well reasoned. Cross-cultural is the correct choice. A fuzzy set of basic assumptions and values, orientations to life, beliefs, policies, procedures. Nice work. You chose culture and it is correct. What is the name of the tool developed by Erin Meyer to help managers navigate cultural differences? On track. Cultural map is the correct answer. What is the term used in the article to describe a leader's strong sense of authentic flexibility? Perfect. Authentic flexibility is the correct choice. What is the number one piece of advice for working across cultures according to the article? Good thinking. Learn about the differences in cultures is the right answer. Are acceptable standards of behavior that are shared by members of our cultural group. Correct. Cultural norms is the right answer. What is the second stage of creating mutual understanding in cross-cultural management?
Great job. Respect is the accurate answer.
How many behavioral scales does the cultural map break cultural differences down to?
Well picked. 8 is the correct answer.
What did Aaron learn to adjust in his management style when working in Russia?
Excellent. To be more hierarchical is a brilliant choice.
What is the main takeaway from the article regarding managing across cultures?
Exactly. Cultural differences can be turned into assets, makes sense, and it is right choice.
All of the following are elements of the global manager's environment, except
You chose conceptual, and it is correct.
what is the final stage of setting mutual understanding across cultures?
Great thinking. Reconcile the cultural differences is the right choice.
What are the benefits of cross-cultural management within organizations?
Whoa. Smart pick. All of the above is the correct choice.
Who is the author of the article Navigating the Cultural Minefield?
Solid response. Aaron Meyer is a valid choice.
What is the key to being a global leader according to the article? Oh, nice selection. Understanding the differences in cultures is the correct and valid answer.
What is the cultural map as described in the article?
Good job. Your answer A tool for global leaders to navigate international waters works well here. What is the newest dimension?
Well done. Indulgence is the right choice.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Valid point. Contact Narayan Changda is true